Hi, welcome to Scuba. This is the Mares Hybrid AT BCD. AT stands for AirTrim, and it's rather than having a inflator system over the left shoulder, it's got an inflator system built into the left-hand pocket. It does everything from this point. It does inflation, it does deflation as well. And basically, the BCD has a number of automatic dump valves as well as manual dump valves that this can actually control. So no matter what orientation you're in, it will dump air out of the most appropriate valve. And I'll show you those as we're going around the BCD. The hybrid itself is designed to be a travel BCD. It folds up really small, it's nice and lightweight. It's just a great BCD to be travelling with. But it does full UK spec or cold water diving as well. It's quite rugged, has all the same features you would expect on a normal BCD. Great feature about the hybrid is that its harness and bladder are actually kept separate rather than it being stitched together. They're put on little sliding points and little fixing points at various points around the bladder and the BCD to give you more freedom of movement. It basically allows the two to slide over each other, so as you're moving, the harness will move with you, but allow the bladder to move separately. And it's also great for when the bladder is inflating and deflating. Rather than being pinched, the bladder is allowed to move around you, so you don't get the pinching as the BCD inflates. So we start on the right shoulder. Very simple shoulder harness section. Basically just got a lightweight alloy D-ring, and you have the pull toggle for a manual pull dump on the right shoulder. As you come down, you've got a chest strap across the centre. It's movable as well, so you can move it up if you prefer. So if you've got a dry suit and it's currently gets in the way, you can move it up to the next one to get it out of the way, or vice versa. So adjustable from both sides, very configurable, quick release obviously, and also you've got quick release shoulder buckles as well. Fully adjustable with plastic D-ring on the bottom, so another attachment point there if you need it. On the right hand side, got a full pocket, fair size in there, so you can get a delayed S&B or something in there. Plastic zips, there's no corrosion issues on that. And you can also see that we've got integrated weight systems. The Mares Plus weight system is a pull release type of system. There's no buckles, literally you just have to put on the red toggle and it will release the mechanism and the pocket can fall out. So quick pull on the toggle, releases that mechanism, and you can see the pocket inside. The pocket itself is just a simple U-zip. Just gives you full access into the pouch. Get about 5 kilos worth of weight in there, either in blocks or lead pouches. And that literally just slides back in the groove. Buckle locates in, and you just push it back until it clicks, and that's locked into place, so it won't fall out again. Whistle supplied on the right hand side on another little alloy D-ring. And of course, also see we've got pre-cut grommets. That's for a BCD knife, Mares BCD knife, if you want to fit one. And just on the bottom, you've got a couple more D-rings. Alloy D-ring on the end there, great for attaching a torch or something like that. Across the front, got a single point adjustment waist buckle, quick release obviously, one-sided adjustment, so you just pull on it, it will tighten it up. Underneath there, you've got a standard Velcro cummerbund, which is adjustable as well. You can modify it to lengthen it or shorten it if you need to. And I'll show you the backplate system. Got various systems built into the backplate. Got a suspension band across the back, and this really gives loads of extra comfort by supporting the back of the BCD and the weight of the cylinder from actually preventing it hitting onto your back, so it's suspended away from your back, so it's a nice cushioning effect. Rather than having loads of lumbar padding, it's just got this little suspension band which does the same thing but a much lighter weight system. Again, the Hybrid is obviously designed for travel, so it's a minimalist type of backplate. A lot of cutaway material, a lot of honeycomb finishing to give the extra strength it needs, but we try and reduce the weight as much as possible. And the real benefit of the Hybrid is a hinged backplate system. Obviously in its fully inflated, fully assembled format like this, it's locked into place, but you've basically got a hinge point here, and you can break that connection. It just allows the backplate to fully roll back on itself, basically halving the bulk of the BCD when it's folded up. So it really does fold up nice and small, and when you push it back together, locks into place. It gives you full support through the back, taking the weight from the cylinder onto your hips as a normal BCD would do. And at the top, you've just got nice soft padding for the back of the shoulders, just to give you that extra protection from the cylinder knocking onto the back. This side, pretty much duplication. You do have the AirTrim assembly as well as an oil inflator as well. So you can literally pull out the oil inflation if you run out of air, or if you want to conserve air whilst on the surface, pull out the oil inflation. You can just inflate and deflate from that point just by blowing into the tube. And then the AirTrim assembly, basically same sort of colour coding as you normally find on a BCD inflator. Red for inflate, grey for deflate. Inflate will obviously pull it down from the inflator hose that's supplied, and then the grey one will open the most appropriate dump valve on the BCD, depending on your orientation. So if you're horizontal or vertically going down, it will deflate out the rear kidney one. If you're upright, it will deflate out of one of the shoulders. So a very simple system to use, just built into the assembly on the side. Again, integrated weights. Another pocket. It's a little bit smaller, this one, because it has the oil inflation system in there, but it's still a good size. You get a fair amount in there. Loop on the side above the pocket, which is basically for your hose orientation for routing. It allows it to pass under there, stops it flapping around unnecessarily, obviously causing a snag issue. And as I turn the BCD around, you can start to see the various dump valves. The larger ones are the automatic ones. Over pressurisation valves, as any normal BCD would do, but it just allows the BCD to control the deflation for you by the AirTrim assembly. Again, you can see that the AirTrim can provide as much capacity as a much heavier duty BCD by adding these extra pockets of bladder around the cylinder. So this is where the cylinder would normally sit. Got a standard cam buckle, little quick setup strap on there, and the cylinder would fit in this space up against the backplate. So you've got the backplate in there, see all the honeycomb where it's obviously weight reduction, and you've got this high friction pad in there. Cylinder fits in there, and then the bladder itself can wrap around the cylinder to give you the extra lift that you need for diving in the UK. Again, so you've got kidney dumps, one manual one automatic one, a couple of little D-rings on there as well, and at the top got one auto dump, one manual dump as well. Grab handle at the top makes it easier to move the BCD around when it's on the cylinder, and then back to the front. So as you see, great BCD, loads of innovative little features on here. Great for UK diving, especially great for travelling with because it is so light. It packs up really, really tight. That's the Mares Hybrid AirTrim BCD.